Back everyone. The iPhone 13 just came out and I did a battery test between these series and all the other iPhones as well. Now the way this battery test worked, I wasn't doing anything super crazy. All I did was I put all these iPhones on max brightness. I turned off automatic brightness, I turned off screen lock so they just kind of just cover the screen on the whole entire time. And I just went to see at what points and how long the battery life lasted on all these iPhones. Now, the iPhone 13 has 100% battery health, as most of you know. My iPhone 10R's battery health, though, if I click here, is at 94%. So keep that in mind. Now, for an hour of both of these phones just being on with the screen on max brightness and all that good stuff, the iPhone 13 went down to 92%. The iPhone 10R went down to 83%. So we already saw a pretty big difference for an hour of just screen on time. And then I left them on for another hour of screen on time. And 2 hours in, the iPhone 13 was at 81%. The iPhone 10R was at 60%. And then what I did right after that was I literally just booted up Temple Run 2. So this is an endless runner game. I just click play here. And this game would just keep looping on and on just for an hour. And so from 2 to 3 hours, that's literally what I did. I just had an hour of Temple Run 2 playing. And the iPhone 13 went to 70%. And the iPhone 10R went down to 29%. So I don't know why this happened. The biggest thing, in my opinion, why this was the case is because you do have iOS 15 on the iPhone 10R. It's going to take a big toll on the battery life, and it only went down to 94% battery health, so it's not like this is like 70% or something. Then what I did was I just let them go for another hour of Temple Run 2. So 4 hours into the test with 2 hours of Temple Run 2, nothing crazy. We went down to 58% on the iPhone 13, and we were down to 5% on the iPhone 10R, which was crazy. Now, I think this has a lot to do with, like the battery health and all this stuff, and mostly with iOS 15. And what I did was, I spent 9 hours of just screen off standby mode. So I turned all the screen offs for all my iPhones and I just let them go overnight for 9 hours. And so from 4 to 13 hours, the iPhone 13 only lost about 8%. What was it, 6%? So it went from 58% to 50%, standby overnight. The iPhone 10R went from 5% to 0%. It was dead by the time I checked it in the morning. And that pretty much ended the comparison right there. So ultimately, you are definitely getting a far better battery life on the iPhone 13 than on the iPhone 10R. But I do want you to remember, could be a temporary issue. I think the iPhone 10R's battery life is still good. My battery health isn't 100%, but it's also not like 80% or 70%. It's still fairly high. So I do think this has a lot to do with iOS 15. That is what's installed here. And I feel like once we get down to like the last versions of iOS 15, the battery life will end up being better. But the iPhone 13 definitely has a better battery life here. I'm not trying to take anything away. The 13's battery life is very good, much better than the iPhone 10R's for sure. So that pretty much covers it up. If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.